Okay, so if you're a student right now, you can't escape it. AI is everywhere. It's in your classes, all over your social media, and honestly, it's about to totally shake up the career world you're getting ready for. So today, let's just cut through all the hype and get real about what this AI revolution actually means for you and your future job. Let's jump in. All right, this is the big one, isn't it? The question that probably keeps a lot of us up at night. After all those late-night study sessions, all the tuition, all the planning, is some machine just going to come along and make it all pointless? Look, it's a totally valid fear. But the answer? Oh, it's way more complicated, and frankly, a lot more interesting than just a simple yes or no.
So before we even start talking about the future, let's just take a look at what's happening right now. Check out this number, 95.2%. What's that? Well, that's the percentage of people in a recent survey, mostly students and young professionals just like you, who are already using AI tools. Yeah, for everything from writing papers to coding. So you see, this isn't some distant threat we need to worry about down the road. It's already here. It's the new normal, and it's changing the game as we speak.
So yeah, let's flip the script on this whole thing. For almost everyone, AI isn't this scary monster coming for your job. It's actually a super powerful assistant that's already in your toolkit. But just how much is it really helping? Well, the data's pretty wild.
And here you go. Here's the proof in the pudding. Just look at this. If you combine the people who said it significantly reduced their workload and those who said it partially automated tasks, that's a whopping 90%. 90% of your peers are already getting real, tangible benefits. They're not just playing around with it. They're using AI to slash their workloads and get rid of boring, repetitive tasks. This isn't just hype, folks. For people who are actually using it, it's a massive advantage. Okay, so if AI is this amazing productivity tool, then why is everyone so anxious about their jobs, right? Well, it all comes down to this core tension. At the exact same time that AI is making some jobs obsolete, it's also creating a whole bunch of brand new ones. It's not really a replacement, it's more like a huge reshuffling of the deck.
And this slide, wow, it just shows you the sheer scale of that reshuffling. The World Economic Forum thinks that by 2030, about 92 million jobs could be displaced. That sounds terrifying, I know. But look at the other side of the coin. They also project 170 million new jobs will be created. So do the math, that's a net gain of almost 80 million jobs. But here's the catch. It means the job market is going through a seismic shift. The skills that got you hired yesterday might be totally irrelevant tomorrow.
So that brings us to the million-dollar question. Is your school, your university, actually preparing you for this massive shift? Well, according to your peers, the answer is a big, fat no. Look at this. Over 80% of students feel like the education system has major gaps or needs some serious upgrades to get them ready for a world powered by AI.
And you know what? That's not just a gut feeling students are having. It's backed by some serious data. The World Economic Forum put out this stat that's kind of mind-blowing. By 2030, 40%, almost half of the core skills that employers want, are going to change because of AI. That right there, that is the skills gap. And the tough truth is, you've got to start closing it for yourself, like right now. Because chances are, the curriculum you're studying today just isn't keeping up.
Okay, so up to this point, we've been talking about the AI we have today, right? These smart tools that are changing how we work. But what happens when these tools stop being just tools? That's when we have to zoom out and look at the real horizon. And that's where we start talking about something called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. So what on earth is AGI, anyway? Well, think about the AI you use every day, like on your phone. It's really good at one specific thing, right? Like navigation or photo editing. AGI is totally different. It would be a system that can learn, reason, and be creative across any task that a human can do. This is the point where AI goes from being a really, really smart tool to potentially being something else, an independent agent.
And listen, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky science fiction idea for the year 2200. Just look at these predictions from the actual people building this stuff. We're talking about Elon Musk, the CEO of NVIDIA, the CEO of OpenAI. These aren't wild guesses. They are all pointing to AGI arriving potentially within this decade. Think about that. That makes figuring this stuff out incredibly urgent.
Okay, so hearing that, it's pretty natural to feel a little concerned, right? And when students and young pros were asked what worried them the most about AGI, you might be surprised by the answer. It wasn't about losing their jobs. No, the number one fear was AGI becoming uncontrollable.
And hey, if you think that fear sounds a little dramatic or like something out of a movie, just listen to this. In a move that honestly sent shockwaves through the tech world, the leaders of the very companies building this stuff, we're talking Google DeepMind, OpenAI, Anthropic, they all signed a joint statement, and in it, they said that the risk from AGI should be treated as a global priority, right up there with pandemics and nuclear war. I mean, when the people inventing the technology sound that kind of alarm, you have to pay attention.
Okay, so we've talked about job market chaos, superintelligence, existential risks. It's a lot. It's really easy to feel kind of overwhelmed and powerless. But you're not, I promise. There's actually a clear playbook for how you can navigate this, and it really boils down to 4 key steps.
Here it is, your AI playbook. Step 1, just get fluent. You have to treat AI literacy like a basic skill now, just like reading to writing. You got to know how this stuff works. Step 2, aim to be hybrid. Don't try to beat AI at its own game. Instead, blend your human skills like creativity, critical thinking, empathy with AI's insane processing power. That's the magic combination. Step 3, be proactive. Seriously, don't wait for your school to teach you this. The curriculum is always going to be behind. You have to take charge and teach yourself. And finally, step 4, get involved. The rules for AGI and AI are being written as we speak. You need to have a voice in that conversation.
Look, whenever there's this much change, there's also a ton of opportunity. And these are just a handful of the brand new, really important careers that are popping up. You've got prompt engineers, people who are basically experts at talking to AI ethics officers, human-AI collaboration designers, and AI safety researchers who are working on what's called the alignment problem, which is the huge, incredibly important challenge of making sure that a future AGI's goals are actually aligned with ours. I mean, think about it. These jobs barely existed a few years ago, and now they're going to be absolutely critical.
So, let's wrap it all up with this one final thought. The biggest takeaway from all of this is that the new divide, it isn't humans versus AI. That's not the battle. The real divide, the one that's going to define your career, is between the people who learn how to work with AI and the people who don't. So the only question left, really, is which one are you going to be?